Um, what do you call yourself?
I call myself Otis.
And Otis, where were you living before you were on the Pacific Crest Trail?
Uh, a lot of places, various parts of the world, but most recently Tijuana, Mexico.
And what are you passionate about, Otis?
I'm passionate about uh, cooking. I really like to cook, really like to eat, so I really like to cook good food. And learning new cooking techniques and skills is something I really love.
And well, we tell just talk a little bit about the trip that you're on, like the section of the Pacific Crest Trail you're doing. I don't know. What do you think of the Pacific Crest Trail?
Yeah, sure. It's really rad. There's lots of beautiful vistas. You can't see it, but just behind the camera is this gorgeous vista of mountains and some really tall pines. And I'm really on. This is my second day. Hitched up from Reno to Belden yesterday, and I'm hiking with a couple friends from the Appalachian Trail, Professor and Big Money, from Belden to Chester. So it's only about 43 miles, but it's been really great so far.
Okay, cool. And can you share a story, perhaps, from your Appalachian Trail hike?
Yeah, sure. One of my favorite things that happened was when we got to Waynesboro, Virginia. There was a motel there. We checked in, about four of us, and then there were three of our friends that were still coming to the trailhead, and it was about to be like torrential downpours, like really, really bad. And I was just sort of chit chatting with the owner as we got our keys, and he said, "Hey, you know what? I'm here until 9 p.m. If you guys are in town, um, take my car." And I was just like, "Oh, no, that's really kind, but you don't have to do that." And he said, "No, really? I, I don't do this for everyone, but you guys seem like nice kids. You don't have to do anything to it. It's ready to go. It's got gas. Like, you can go around town. You can go to dinner. You can go to the all-you-can-eat Chinese buffet. Like, take it. It's yours." And he just sort of put the keys in my hand. And I was like, "Oh, wow. Okay, thank you. This is amazing. I'm actually going to go pick up our friends now before the downpour comes." And so I drove up like the 7 miles back to the trail in this car that I borrowed from a motel owner. Um, and I just waited there at the road gap, and the rain started pouring down, pouring down. And then Big Money came out looking like a wet stray cat, just like all hair matted down from the rain. I just rolled down the window of this like uh, I don't know, Chevy SUV, and I was like, "Money, get in. I don't have time to explain." And she just hopped in the front seat, and we waited for two more people to come by, and that was it. We went back into town, got ourselves dry, cleaned up, and then had a great time.
Cool.
Yeah,
Um, did you go anywhere else in the guy's vehicle?
I filled up like half a tank of gas because I did feel bad that he just sort of like gave us his car. But we did drive around a little. Like we went through town, and it was really fun. Yeah,
Okay.
it was
And
super nice.
um, what's the? Could you talk just a little bit about what you were doing in Tijuana?
Yeah. So the last 2 months, I've been working with an organization. They're called Youth Unmuted, and they do storytelling workshops for kids who are refugees. And so I was in Greece before Tijuana, and then most recently in Tijuana, just working with kids aged 18 to 24, or sorry, 13 to 24, making stop motion films and just sort of doing storytelling programming and just a little something different from just kind of sitting around and waiting to process asylum paperwork to come to the U.S.
Cool. All right. Well, thank you. And